Dude, that canyon is a far by far farther for sure, dude.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to finally our last overview slash recap, whatever you want to call it, of the classes that I took there at SDI. Today we are finally going to be getting into the AR-15 Armorers class. As I mentioned in my last video, hindsight 2020, I probably would have taken the AR-10 class now that it's all said and done. Main reason being is, like most of you, the AR-15 was my first platform that I really learned to, gunsmith on, right? So as far as my first ever actual build, it was an AR-15. The first thing I ever actually started doing any work on, upgrading, changing sights, and even sending the frame off to get Cerakote and a better trigger, was actually my Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. Yep, that was a 40 cal. That was a wedding present from my brother almost 10 years, or almost 9 or 10 years ago now. So anyways, like I said, AR-15 was the first thing that I ever got that actually started wanting to fully build, to just learn how to do different stuff on. And I'm not telling you anything new. AR-15s are known as the Lego gun, I guess, of the gun world, meaning they're extremely easy, very versatile. There's so many options out there for them. I said all that to say, outside of the history of the AR-15, there really isn't a whole lot that I felt that I really learned new about the platform itself when it comes to working on it. And the reason I chose AR-15 Armor class was just because I figured if I was ever going to pursue gunsmithing, the vast majority of guns I'm going to work on are going to be Glocks or AR-15s. It's just statistically, that's, at least for my area, in my experience, in the gun store that I worked at, we were always putting sights on Glocks or changing triggers or, transferring all these OEM slide parts to this aftermarket slide for Glocks. And then with AR-15s, it was straight up, full-blown builds, or just tricking them out, with scope and light or whatever optic they want. So I figured it would be neat to at least have the credentials of I'm an AR-15 armorer. And as I've come to find out, people really don't care. If they know you're a good gunsmith, they don't care if you're an AR-15 armorer, an AR-10 armorer, an AR-9 armorer, or whatever. Insert whatever. If you understand the platform, if you've shown that you're proficient at your work, then when it comes to you deciding which one of these classes you want to take whichever one you actually want to take. I've never done an AR-10 build. I've shot a few, of my buddies, but I don't have my own AR-10, so that would have been cool because you get to keep the gun when it's all said and done. So, anyways, like I said, hindsight's 2020. That's probably what I would have done differently. And a lot of the knowledge of the AR platform, anyways, automatically transfers over. There's just a few differences, but not going to get into all that. So, AR-15 Armorer class, what does that look like? Well, not to beat a dead horse, but the normal discussion boards, right? You guys, if you've watched the other videos, you know that. And here I have the class schedule right here on the app. It tells me that there was 2 assignments in week 1, 1 assignment in week 2, 2 assignments in week 3, 1 week 4 assignment, 1 week 5, no assignment for week 6 or 7, and then week 8 assignment. Instead of an assignment for week 6 and 7 is when you're actually working on your final project. So by week 6, and it's very, very, very important that you do this. By week 6, you have to have the lower assembled to your AR, and you have to just go ahead and take plenty of pictures. I can't remember what the actual requirement was. Matter of fact, let me click on it. I'll be able to tell you. But take pictures. I mean, the more the better. Because you're going to have to do a presentation that shows that you actually put this together. That I think it was at least 1 or 2 pictures for every step, every pin you put in, everything, like, or at least not every pin, but I mean, here's the trigger assembly in, here's the bolt catch in here, so here's the mag release. So I think 2 pictures for every step, maybe showing 2 different angles, 2 different points of view. So you and you can't get ahead of yourself. Do the lower, and make sure you have pictures for that. And before you do anything else, make sure you have all your pictures. And then week 7 is when you actually do the upper and finish the build. And if I'm not mistaken, week 8's assignment was just you writing a 500 word or maybe 1,000 word, but recap of the whole project. Areas you ran into where you had issues, and recapping the whole build. So, like I said, I really didn't learn anything that I felt that was new as far as, I didn't know that about the platform. I've been working on this platform for going on 7 or 8 years. Not that I've arrived, not that I know it all, but the AR is pretty straightforward. What I learned and what was interesting was actually getting to dig into the history of the firearm. Of course, we know that it was originally AR, his Armalite rifle. So, but getting to know him as a person and the different people who helped advance the platform and the different reasons that some were a certain way and some were others, and actually some of the class actually encompassed all of the AR platforms out there. So it was very cool. It was very interesting. I really think that's it, y'all. I would show you the final build, but I don't have it here with me, so I'm not going to do that. I should have made this video when I still had it here. All the parts that I got, this is worth noting, all the parts that I got, and I might have mentioned this in another video, I can't remember. Everything I got was Aero Precision, which I was very happy about. I've heard some people, and I can't even remember the other brand now that they said they got, but some of the mil spec stuff was off, and they just weren't happy. So the fact that everything that I got was Aero Precision, I was pleased with. Nothing but good things I've ever heard about Aero, so anyways, that's really it, guys. I mean, it was a fun build, and as a matter of fact, just for fun, I took the scope from the scope mounting class, and I already had a spare stock laying around that's better than the normal, just regular AR stock, and a Magpul. Mine came with a Magpul grip, not just the regular looking grip, regular A2 style. Just some other cool parts I had laying around. I went ahead and threw everything on it and made another cool build. So yeah, super fun class, and I got another AR out of it. I mean, so like I said, hindsight 2020, I probably would have did the AR-10. But whatever you want, whatever your interest is, if you don't know the AR platform very well, and you're looking to get into it, then by all means, AR-15 Armor class is for you. So, one more video to go of the overall summary of what my experience was at SDI, what my thoughts are, what I think you should do. That'll be coming here soon. We'll see you guys in the next one.